Alright guys, how's it going? So at the end of last episode, I finally reached the Eagle Nebula, which is my target from the start. Got some really nice pictures. And this is going to be the story of the journey back home. Right, so first up was this strange little brown dwarf. I noticed on the system map it was absolutely tiny, and look at the rings on it. Then I found the bluest water world I have ever seen. Look at the colour of this. So got a nice picture or two of this one as well. If you remember, I found a really blue one in the previous episode, but it's nothing compared to what this is. Really smart. Carbon dioxide, rich atmosphere. Terraformable as well, so worth quite a lot of money. Yeah, a couple of nice shots there. Now, next one up. 1, 2, 3, 4 water worlds in one system, and a bunch of terraforming candidates as well. And another one of those little blue ones, almost identical to the previous one. We'll have a quick look. We've seen this one before. It's nice enough. Yeah, it's the ammonia one. Pretty nice picture there. Again, we've got one of those very blue ones. Pretty strange to go so long without finding one and then finding two so close together. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre in fact. But look at the colour of that. Now next up's one we've seen lots and lots of times, so not going to bother too much with that one. The final one was probably the nicest one. I really like this little brown ammonia one. It looks great, especially to the backdrop there. So yeah, a bunch of terraforming candidates and 4 water worlds. There's another terraforming candidate, and another. And another. So yeah, that system was worth a lot of money to me. Next up, something a little bit different. Yep, time to change the underwear at that point. I almost jumped out my seat when I saw that. Check it out again. Really close to that star on the left hand side, and the one on the right hand side just made me feel even more enclosed. I did, however, get a pretty nice picture out of it. Sadly, you can't see the orange one too well. Now, next system here. Check out the top right of the screen.
Fuel scooping.
105 new astronomical objects. Have a look at that. Easily the biggest system, the most bodies that I have ever had. Now then. On to the next one, I think. Found something really nice, but it's not. It's just a high metal, but it's got some ammonia patches on it. So it's interesting enough looking. I was pretty sure, well, I thought maybe a slight chance of an ammonia water world there, but it's just a high metal with ammonia.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Now though, I have found a water world here, and it's very close in at 34 days out, in between 2 stars, so this should be a really nice picture. I noticed that the galaxy is looking pretty dark, so I'll take a few pictures around here as well, from the outside. I went high up. That's a pretty nice one of the asp, yeah. Really cool in fact. I went high up in the galaxy, instead of going along the galactic plane. Now, you know this is going to be a nice one when you turn around and you see the glare, yeah. The 2 stars. It's such a beautiful game. Yeah, it's a pretty close in water world. I like the shots with multiple stars as well. And again, the large Magellanic Cloud. Looks a bit like a prancing pony there. And to beat that, yes, there's a water world around 4 stars. It's a little bit further out this one, but obviously I'm going to have to go and visit that. These first 4 stars are pretty nearby each other. Pretty good looking planet, that one. You can only really see the 3, maybe just catch the edge of the 4th one. But it's pretty smart the way they're all, you know, lined up like that. A triangle. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Once again, another close encounter with 3 stars. Not quite as close as the last one. I didn't have to get out of this one, but yeah, it's pretty close again. Very nice looking. And another water world. Again, the really nice looking ammonia one. I like that one. And again. And one a bit closer in. Now, another couple of water worlds. Yep, I went through that phase of finding tons of water worlds. Yeah, this was a pretty one. Nice picture of up close, and it had a moon, which is what set it apart. Something slightly different. I noticed on the system map for this one that there's a gas giant, a pretty different looking one. It's got water-based life on it, so I went out to check it out. Pretty nice shot here of the rings and the galaxy in the background going through it, yeah. It's a pretty nice shot, that one. And in the same system, another water world with a moon around it. Now, finally, another Earth-like world, and this one's very Earth-like because it's got a moon around it. Only 22 with a 22-day orbital period, yeah, so it's very similar to the actual moon. The planet itself is a little bit smaller though, as you can see, because if this was like our moon, the planet would be a little bit bigger, especially at only 21 days orbit. I actually forgot to go visit the planet. I was so busy trying to get a picture with the moon and those stars in the background, I forgot to go visit the actual Earth-like planet. So that's pretty typical. Right, so I'm just flying around and I come across this bug sector. Well, I'll have to go and see what this is all about. I checks it out. It's a little nebula. CD 3611341. It's a Wolf-Rayet star, yeah?
Frameshift drive charging.
So a nice quick jump in here. It's got a couple of planets as well. Look at the colours here. Totally little cooked planet with really gorgeous blue purple nebula. Look at the colours in the galaxy here as well. Like the sort of pink going through the purple. It just looks fantastic. And that eerie blue glow coming from the Wolf-Rayet star. Yeah, some pretty nice colours in this one. And that was the final picture. Now we're on to another Class F. Pretty nearby the last one. And would you believe it, it's yet another Earth-like world. So I'm not going to make the same mistake this time. This one's getting paid a visit, obviously. A couple of water worlds here as well. As I get closer, I noticed a very curious pattern on the clouds. Is that a V pattern? Yeah, it looks like the letter V. So I immediately thought maybe there's a bunch of reptiles running around in it. Yeah, nice looking planet with a curious looking cloud there.
Fuel scooping.
Now this one was a bit strange simply because it was a Class F, which is larger than the Class A and more massive, hence that's why the F's at the top. I noticed on the galaxy map, but I thought that's weird. So moving on to the next system. Very, very close in. 0.06 AU's out. It's really heavily cooked. It doesn't look like much from here, but you're going to change your mind on that soon. Coming up is probably some of the nicest, some of the best looking images I have ever seen in this game. Look at the colours in this. I hope you can see it on YouTube. But when I was playing this, it was like unbelievable. The just blazing red colour of this planet with the Class F star. It just looks absolutely fantastic. So I spent quite a bit of time here getting some footage of the star coming around. The planet just starts to light up and light up. This is the sort of thing that I would have done for the Frontier video competition thing. This just looks fantastic as far as I'm concerned. I never got around to that though. Plus Frontier doesn't answer my emails anyway, so no point. Look at this. The little line coming over the horizon. I've never seen that before like that. You've got that red patch, that really red patch. It just looks absolutely awesome. And as the sun rises, the light just starts to fill out that bit more on the surface. It just nailed this absolutely perfectly. This is just absolutely perfect as far as I'm concerned. And the whole planet just gets that little bit lighter. And that red patch gets more and more red. But yeah, probably the nicest sequence I have seen in the entire game. I knew as soon as I saw this big planet here so close in, this is gonna look good. If you remember, the planet was kind of patchy looking, yeah, it wasn't like this, it wasn't black and red, it had those sort of white patches. So now you see one of the patches coming around as well. It looks phenomenal, really. Yeah, that was fantastic, that was. Next up, a very large ammonia world. Been a while since I've seen one of these. This is only my third one, in fact. It was pretty big, this one. Nothing remarkable about it. Nice enough picture from it, yeah. You can see there it's much more massive than Earth, and it's got an ammonia and oxygen atmosphere. Yeah, one or two nice shots from it. Very smooth looking. Got some nice cloud on it. And would you believe it, in the very next system I go to, nothing much down there. But what's up at the top? Another little cooked one there. Not what I'm interested in though. I thought maybe that was water with rings, but I knew that was an ammonia world with rings. So out it goes to this. My very first ever ringed ammonia world. This is a beauty. Now this means that the only ringed world I haven't found yet is the Earth-like, sadly. But yeah, look at that one. The rings on that are amazing. And you can see Barnard's Loop in the background. So I decided to jump into these icy rings just for a shot. It's nothing remarkable. Well, it is remarkable for it being a ringed ammonia world, yeah, but it doesn't look anything remarkable. Again, really massive planet. 15.5 Earth masses. Very cold as well. Again, checking out the galaxy map, I find out this fine ring sector thing. I think, oh, I'm going to have to go there. You can just see it there to the left of the cursor. It's Shapley one. It's another Wolf-Rayet star with a nebula around it. Take a jump in and have a look. Again, some nice pictures. Maybe not quite as strong as the previous one I was at. Having a look at it, you can see it's a very small nebula going around it. So I think to myself, this should look pretty good from a nearby system. So look for the nearest by system. I find one at 3.25 light years out. Quick jump over there and see what it's like. And you can see as soon as I reach there, you can still see it in the background, yeah, close to the star. So you know that this is going to look pretty good. It's a bit dark there, but obviously the glare of the star is doing that. So you head out a bit to have a look at it. The further you go, the sort of deeper the colours become. A bit more brighter as the background gets darker. I think this just looks like a pair of lips, or is it like Batman or something? A very bizarre looking nebula indeed. Look at the colours here though. Imagine looking up at that in the night sky. You'd be scared to go out. But yeah, pretty nice. Very smart indeed, in fact. Now, we're almost home now. I find this little class Y dwarf. And I get too close to it. So I've come all this way without falling into a star. I'm almost back and this crappy little brown dwarf almost cooks me up, yeah?
Drive charging.
So I have to actually use my heat sinks for the first time. The 4 heat sinks that I brought. I'm less than 1,000 light years from home and I've finally had to use my heat sinks. You can check the temperatures. I fire the first one off a little bit too early.
4,
And I just fire off another one.
1.
And off we go. Right, so I'm finally back live. This has been the longest trip I can imagine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Haven't seen another ship yet. I'll be happy if I don't see one until I land.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I just want to collect my money and get into a vulture or something. Hopefully got enough money for something bigger, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to be hanging around.
Fuel scooping.
You'll do fine.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
It's a Viper. At least it doesn't have enough weaponry to kill me in one shot, yeah. Neither does that. Not too worried about you. Now I just have to not do anything stupid like boost into a wall or something. Can you imagine? Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about that. That would just be... yeah. Yeah, I'm not even going for a letterbox one. It's been so long since I've landed. I haven't used my thrusters in about a month. This looks like a landing pad. No? Better put my gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
An elegant landing, yeah. I'm a little bit off, that's for sure. It's not too bad. No. Not quite sure why. Something not right with my thrusters. What's going on?
Docking
Finally!
engines disengaged.
Alright, so I've got 8.8. 8.8 million credits. Let's refuel, repair, reload. Right, so 8.8 million. This could take a while, by the way. 500,000 in this page. What the hell? Must be a very expensive system somewhere. I remember this LKHA one. That was the black holes. CD24, 117,000. That's an 82,000. Right, so yeah, there's 500,000. Now let's see, is there any first for me? Of course there is. So much for the $500,000. That is 1.1 million I have made, including bonuses for that one page. Alright, so this page is worth 400,000. No, I don't see anything that's really been worth an awful lot though. 56,000, 25, there's another 53, and 55. Yeah, most of these are around the 55. Of course, I was 8.8 million, so my last one was only 0.5 or something. Right, so next page is worth 400,000 again. There's one at almost 80. There's one at 128,000. Almost $500,000 here. Now let's have a look. Lagoon sector, 188,000 for one of them there. That's a lot. Right, so this is going to put us up to the 5 million credit mark. Just over 5 million from the starting point of 8.8. This one is worth a lot, 770,000. Now there must be something really big in here. NGC's 157,000. So something bigger than that though, yeah, 195,000 credit system. Almost 200,000 in one system. You can see on the right I've been doing some detailed scans though, yeah. It'd be nice if you could just click on this and it would go and show you on the map. I guess with bonuses this could be over 1 million this page. Yeah, it wasn't far away. Bonus of 27,000. Look at the bonuses here. Yeah, that's taking me over 1 million for that one page. And another $500,000, 234,850. I wonder what the record scan is. Jesus Christ, 816,000. How many systems did I scan? There's one at 177. Right, so this is probably going to take me over 10 million for the trip. Once I reach 18.8. A little bit away from it, but not too bad. I literally have no idea how much money I have made. It can't be too much more surely though. And some nice bonuses there as well. There's Loco. The place it all started. Right, another page worth over 500,000. 312,000 credits. I guess it's starting to look like maybe I've made about 15 million or so. Right, 723,000. Must be a big one in here somewhere. There's a 332,000. Some of these I probably didn't even scan everything as well, yeah, but I'm still getting over 300,000. I'm guessing this may have been the system with the 106 or so bodies. Really starting to wonder now just how many systems I've visited. If you think about it, 30 light years per jump, and I went out at least probably 9,000. Let's just say 10,000 either way, in fact. So a 20,000 light year round trip. That's a lot of jumps when you think about that. Divide that by 30 for the jump distance. Yeah. How many systems? 700 or something? That's a lot of systems. Yeah. And at 20 per page, I really should be running out soon now because I would only expect 25 pages maximum. This is quite a good one, 385,000. That takes me over the 14 million mark. I reckon I'm going to be pretty close to 15 million, yeah. And finally, my final page, worth 12,000. So there you go, 15.5 million credits for that. Probably 20,000 round trip. In all honesty, it's not an awful lot, yeah. You know what you can make. You know, all over, I mean, all together. How many hours did I put into that? 30 hours maybe? Probably, no, it'd be more than 30 hours, quite a lot more in fact. Probably closer to 50 hours. 50 hours worth of bounty hunting, you could easily make 3 times that, I would say. Probably 5 times that. But I wanted to do it. I'm glad I've done it. Future trips out are going to be direct line trips to a certain target. I'm not going to be doing all that jumping around again. But yeah, hopefully I should be able to afford something pretty nice. I still won't be able to afford a Fer de Lance or anything like that yet. But there's new ships coming in the beta, the power play beta next week. That's the one you're going to be seeing next from me. Some power play videos, I'm going to be slowing down a little bit again on the Elite videos because, you know, like I said, 50 hours for this trip. This game is taking up a lot of my time. Yeah, I almost forgot. I am now Explorer rank of Ranger. Why am I still only friendly with the Empire? Well, anyway, I'm not bothered about that. I have made 15 million, 14.5 million from bounties, 1.18 million from combat bonds, almost a million in assassinations. I made 11 million out of smuggling, which was, of course, those performance enhancers, when that was a bit broken. I've not made an awful lot in trading, 5 million. It's not bad, I guess. Well, look, nothing from mining. Almost 19 million made out of exploration, so exploration has now been my most lucrative job. However, now 1,542 systems visited. You can see I don't do an awful lot of the level 3 detailed scanning. Yeah. Yep, exploration rank of Ranger. I'm not actually sure how far away that is from Elite, in all honesty. Maybe we'll just find out. Yeah, quite a long way. You need 52 million to get to the next level. Ranger is 2 away from being Elite, yeah? It goes to... Now you start off aimless, then mostly aimless, then Scout, Surveyor, Trailblazer, Pathfinder. Pathfinder's 5.5 million profit required. Ranger requires 12 million, but Pioneer requires almost 52 million. And Elite is 158 million. So, yeah, pretty far away from that. But nobody said it wasn't a grindy game. I'll see you in the next one.